right, right? It's your girl, Queen Naja. Thank you guys for watching Great T News.
I'm Niecy Nash Betts. Shout out to Great T News.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, DJ Sky High Baby, and you are watching Great T News.
Yo, 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 yo. Let me know if you can hear me. This is Great T News. I appreciate you being here. We got a lot to talk about. Chrisean Rock is insane, and all of her unstable creatures, the supporters, are attacking everyone who has a brain and willing to say something, everything that's going on right now. I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button, subscribe, share. We is about to get it popping. Okay, so apparently, Chrisean Rock house was robbed, right? But she wasn't, harmed or anything. The only person that was harmed was Blueface father. So Blueface father has been over the house with Chrisean and the baby. He's been taking care of the baby as well, spending time with the baby with his grandson, Chrisean Jr. And apparently, he was held at gunpoint and his tires was slashed. Now, we know how California is because we know what happened with the Pop Smoke situation, and even Dollar. If you guys are old enough to remember, a rapper named Dollar got into it with someone in Beverly Hills of all places. He was from Atlanta. He was an up and coming rapper. He had a big song with T-Pain called "Who the F Is That" back in the day, and man, he was unalived. So we know that things can happen in influential uh, influential areas, affluent areas. But apparently people are robbing Chrisean Rock, and she's saying that this isn't the first time that this happened. And she's telling people the time of day that um Blueface dad goes to work. It's just insane. And another thing, Karlissa, is she can't stop running her mouth. Karlissa is Blueface mom, and she believes that Chrisean Jr. has neurological issues, health issues, that was caused by Chrisean, allegedly, saying that she was smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. And that's crazy. That's crazy, but there's tons of evidence to prove that that might have happened. There's videos of Chrisean when she was pregnant, holding, certain type of glasses and bottles, drinking and stuff like that. And we know she loves to smoke. So it's not unbelievable that she was under the influence while she was pregnant. So we're gonna talk about this. I got some video clips to show you guys. I appreciate you being here. Shout out to my boy Club Fortune. I appreciate you being here. Shout out to Kayla Rain. Shout out to Tynissa. I appreciate you guys being here. Yes, going live now. Trying to get back into the algorithm. I am trying to get back into the algorithm. My channel was struck. I had to delete all of my videos. Had to start all the way over. But I'm used to this. I am a YouTube veteran. Multiple channels. I've done this. I appreciate you guys being here. Everyone that's here from the jump, you guys are my true fans, or you guys are my true listeners. So that's what I always say. If you're here from the beginning, I definitely give you a wrench. So I'll give Tynissa a wrench, and I'll give Kayla Rain a wrench. Because you guys are my day ones. You guys are my day ones. We're going to get it popping. So on YouTube, it says 4, but altogether, we got 12 people in here. I'm live on Twitch right now. And I'm also live on X, Twitter. So I'm on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch live right now. Same name, Great T News. I appreciate you guys. Follow me, like, share this to everyone. We about to get it popping. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about, guys. We have a lot to talk about. Shout out to Voodoo. I appreciate you being here. Yes, Yes, Voodoo, I am starting over. I had to delete all of my videos, demonetize. I got a strike, all that. But we're about to get back into the algorithm day by day. I appreciate you guys being here. We're about to get it popping, though. We're definitely about to get it popping. So we're gonna talk about this first. I'm gonna play the video, and we're definitely gonna have some commentary about this. Okay, we're gonna have some commentary, but check it out. This is Chrisean explaining the whole robbery situation, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on the whole situation. Check it out.
And they so dumb because the neighbors got their cameras in our yards too. So it's like we got cameras, the neighbors. It's these neighbors that we don't fucking like. I fucking hate these neighbors. But today I liked them for something. They got more fucking footage of the situation. So, yeah, somebody broke in. Well, not didn't break in, but I don't know what their attempt was. Like, the tires was slashed up. Blueface Fall would come in like, hey, like, I just was held at gunpoint just now. And I was just like, what the fuck? What did they do? He like, they peeled off once they found out he had nothing on me. I'm like, out front. And then Marshall's like, yeah, I heard a lot of yelling and shit. So then I'm still kind of in shock because I'm on the couch. I'm right 3 feet away from the door. Like, you feel me? And I got the baby with me and all that. So I ended up never making it upstairs because I was so tired from my studio session last night. But, yeah, I guess they, but it got to be the same people, bro, on God, because how many times they got away? Every time. And it's so weird because, that's a life or death situation. So, to be in this type of situation or like this type of environment, it's kind of annoying. Like, this is probably one of the most times, like, I ever felt like, okay. Like, I don't care to be famous for this shit. Like, and then, I don't want to say too much on the camera, but and it's so weird because my heart wasn't, you know how when you scared and your heart pounding and shit, my shit wasn't, and that's the scary part. Like, when that shit was going on, I didn't feel no fear in my heart. I was scared for them. That's how I felt. Like, I was scared for them. Worst come to worst, yeah, my son. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Like, but I ain't scared for his safety either. I know what I'm gonna do I'm gonna do what I gotta do for my little baby. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, but it's like when shit happen like that, you don't get scared. You go into survival mode. It's so unfortunate because
Yeah, so obviously her Wi-Fi was trash, so I had to cut that video pretty quickly. But we gotta talk about this, okay? We gotta talk about this. So I'm gonna have the overlay this unstable creature real quick. Okay, we got to show the face of this unstable creature. So a lot of questions is going on. You're not scared, you're here to protect your baby, right? But you're online telling people what time your baby father's father, your son's grandfather, what time he goes to work. Okay, so you're setting him up. He was already robbed at gunpoint. If she's telling the truth, we don't even know if this is true, because honestly, I think she was lying about when Blueface was pulling up on her unannounced and all of this stuff. I thought that was for clicks and views. I'm sorry, I don't know. This woman has been proven to be an habitual liar. Okay, we can't always believe everything that comes out this woman's mouth, because as time goes by and you start putting the clues, you know what I'm saying? All y'all guys, y'all remember Dora the Explorer. Okay, if the clue is right there, you gotta call it out. Right there, it's right there. Okay. Remember Blue's Clues? Is the same thing. Handy dandy notebook. Okay, so put on your thinking cap and start, you know, putting the puzzle together. This lady be lying about stuff, but let's just say this was true, that this did happen. She's putting people at danger. Her kid, and obviously Blueface dad, who's obviously trying to be a good grandfather, because he's over there babysitting, he's over there taking care of the baby. But his tires was slashed and he was held at gunpoint. So she's saying where the cameras are. If you were able to watch the entire live, she was talking about where the cameras were. What time that he leaves for work. She said he left for work he leaves for work every day at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So that's just a lineup, okay? And we know it's a lot of vultures out here. The economy is trash. Inflation is up, okay? Rent is due, okay? So people out here hungry. And there's people, obviously, like Chrisean Rock, that has access to money, but isn't really too sharp. She isn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, if you get what I'm saying. She isn't the sharpest tool in the tool shed. So she's out here basically becoming a lick. She's a lick out here. We gotta pray for her. We gotta pray for this baby, because she's an adult. She gonna do what she want to do. We gotta pray for Chrisean Jr. Okay, we have to pray for Chrisean Jr. And we're not even talking about the possible health issues that the baby had. We're talking about just being in the care of Chrisean at this point. The way she's moving, she's not moving motherly. She's moving more like that, inexperienced big sister. You know, if you were a firstborn, if you were the eldest child, you pretty much had that responsibility of taking care of your younger siblings. When your mom was at work, parents at work, they got things to do, whatever the case may be. You got the responsibility now to babysit and take care of the kids. Take care of your younger siblings, make sure they fed and did they homework, all type of little stuff like that. And you making mistakes because you're young. You 14, 15, babysitting and stuff like that. That's how Chrisean moves. Chrisean moves like she's Chrisean Jr., inexperienced teenage sister. She don't know how to change a diaper. She just learning on the fly. This is all brand new. Okay, I know she's a new mother, so we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about the way she's moving. She's just moving like she's an adolescent, like she's not an adult. We gotta remember, this is a 24-year-old woman. She has the same birthday as my late father. She's a fellow Pisces like me. My birthday was last night, yesterday. Okay, the 7th. My father's birthday was a week later, the 14th. So my father shares a birthday with Steph Curry, and Chrisean Rock. Isn't that two different ends of the spectrum, y'all? Okay, Chrisean Rock shares the same birthday as Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a college-educated NBA champion. Okay, this woman is Blueface baby mama. That's two different ends of the spectrum. Y'all remember the seesaw? Remember we used to get on the seesaw on the playground, and it go up and down. That's just two different ends of the spectrum, right, y'all? That's crazy. Okay, so I just don't like the way she's moving, man. Like the baby don't seem like he's developing as fast as he should. He's gonna be what 7 months soon. He should be. I don't know. He just seems like he should just be way more active. If you look at his pictures and stuff, you see like his feet is very swollen. We don't. I don't know what's going on. Or I mean, she don't have to tell us. She tell us everything. But when fans ask, or viewers or audience, I wouldn't call myself a fan. I'm a viewer. I'm a blogger. Perfect. I'm a blogger. So when we have questions, all of a sudden it's none of our business and we broke and all that. But you tell us everything else. Man, there's a video of Chrisean Rock literally taking a dump online. She was on Instagram Live taking a dump, y'all, and Ish talking about Blueface pulling up. Her brother was talking about Blueface was just here. She didn't even wipe her butt. She didn't wipe and she didn't wash her hands. She was taking a dump, just pulled her pants up. It was like, where Blueface? You a big. I'm like, oh my God. Blueface had a baby with Barney Rubble from the Flintstones. This woman is a barbarian. She ain't got no femininity, no feminine energy, nothing. And this, what's crazy? I used to love Chrisean Rock before I knew what her voice sounded like. Chrisean Rock back in the day when she used to run track, and I think she was in college for a little bit and stuff like that. She used to be like a Brittany Renner. She used to be like a low-key Instagram model. And she used to post these pictures. She was bad. Body tight, body T. You know what I'm saying? Skin glowing, beautiful curly hair. She was a baddie for real. I'm like, damn, yeah, I like Chrisean. Boy, she opened her mouth, went on this Blueface show, beating up girls, giving Blueface black eyes, burping, belching, farting, drinking Henny and smoking backwoods all day. I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Okay. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'll do without. I'm not even sure I'll give her, the eggplant right now. I don't think I would. 5-6 years ago, 4 years ago, definitely. 4 years ago, definitely. But yeah, I'm cool. Maybe for the clout. What Offset say? Do anything for clout. Maybe for the clout. Okay, I'll pull a K Suave or something. I'm letting y'all know now. I'm behind the scenes. That K Suave and Chrisean situation is not real. It was not real. She's been with Blueface the entire time. It's kind of like the Lil Mabu situation. Lil Mabu team, K Suave team pays Chrisean for clout, for promotion and stuff like that, because it's a good look for them. You know what I'm saying? Lil Mabu is an industry plant anyways, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? This dude, I don't even know why people listen to this dude. A lot of people on this side of YouTube and all that stuff, anyways, on social media, only know him anyways because of Chrisean. Same thing with K Suave. Even though K Suave has his own audience, he's the SoundCloud rapper and stuff like that. But let's be honest here: the female audience knows him because of Chrisean Rock, and you know what? That means the job was done. That was good money well spent. Okay, because now K Suave has a whole little female audience, that's catered to him. But anyways, I'm beating a dead horse. Maybe I'm telling y'all stuff that y'all already knew, y'all didn't know. Let's go, man. Let me check out some of these comments. I appreciate you guys. Kayla Rain says, sorry that lives rent free in my head. That ringtone, which one? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Yeah, she's not for me at all. She's not for me at all. She said facts though. She's not. She keeps nothing private, but Blueface says she'll never admit to anything that makes her look like the bad guy. And once something is exposed with Junior, tease on her, so she'll never. Man, I'm always dropping my phone, man. I'm so slow. I feel like Chrisean is rubbing off on me, y'all. I'm so sorry. Yes. Good morning, Zanetta, GTG, great T gang. I appreciate my sippers for being in here. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, get me into this algorithm. We are starting from the bottom. Yes, from the all the way bottom. All together, we got over 20 people in here. Twitch. I'm on Twitch right now. I'm on YouTube, and I'm on X/Twitter. We about to get back into this algorithm. Okay. Mama G said, fortunately, she has people who care for the baby. Yes. That's the best thing, man. I would have never thought that. I would never thought that I would say that Chrisean Jr. is probably in better hands with Karlissa. Oh my Lord. He is in better hands with Karlissa, y'all. I thought I'd never say that. Because Karlissa is insane. Because at the end of the day, as much as we talk, she did raise Blueface too. And Blueface is just a male version of Karlissa. He is his mama. I swear to God. They liars. They about that clout. You know what I'm saying? And they be telling all their business. Shout out to my love. Voodoo Doll TV. Okay? Like, subscribe, share. Subscribe to her channel. She is so awesome. She supports me. I support her. We are fellow Pisces. So I'm sure we was friends in lifetimes ago. In different lifetimes, different dimensions, however you want to look at it. That's my sis. I love you. Shout out to the bro, Club Fortune. Been a big supporter of mine for the past few years, man. We go back, man. What's up, bro? He said, hell, she'll even potentially set up her neighbors if those robbers wanted to tie up loose ends. Exactly. That's a good point, bro. I didn't even think about that. She's putting her neighbors in danger. So just by living next door to Chrisean Rock and Blueface, you're in danger now because look what they're bringing over. Because at the end of the day, Blueface is gang affiliated. All that Crip stuff, right? He is gang affiliated, and that brings danger. That does bring danger. So that is a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, that handy dandy notebook. Poor situational, bruh. No situational awareness. Just slow. I'm telling y'all, she was in the slow classes. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody can tell me anything. This girl is slow. Okay? She's slow. There's no way that you should be telling people all this business online and then get mad when people got something to say. This woman has lost over what? 500,000 followers and subscribers in what? Less than a month, in a few weeks? Just by just crashing out. I told y'all, she cared more about Blueface than she cares about herself and her child. And that is scary. That should be scary for Blueface. Because what is she willing to do to you? Because we know she's violent. We know she's violent. Like I said, you can Google it yourself. Type in Blueface black eyes. Chrisean Rock gave Blueface 2 black eyes. Okay? I'm not an advocate for a DV at all on either end. Keep your hands to yourself. A man should not put his hands on a woman. A woman should not put her hands on a man. Keep your hands to yourself. If it gets to that point, just leave. That is toxic. Okay? But I really get mad when I go online and people make Chrisean Rock to be a victim. There's plenty of videos of Chrisean Rock just teeing off on people. Man, she was like at a red carpet or something like that. Man, I gotta find that video. She was at like a red carpeting event, and somebody said something to her. She just teed off on her, just punched her right in the face. Bow. Okay, there's videos of her in the club at a bar with Blueface, just teeing off on him. Bow, bow, punch him in the face. Bow. There's videos of Blueface trying to get away from her, like running down the street, and she chases him, tackle him, punching him, and then, like I said, there's pictures of him with 2 black eyes, not one. She gave him, both of his eyes were swollen. He looked like he got stabbed in the eyes or something, like a bee sting. You know what I'm saying? And his whole eyes was just swelled up. He looked crazy. I'm like, man, this girl looked like she hit hard. What's that song I made up the other day? Chrisean. She hit solid as a rock. Yes, Chrisean hits solid as a rock. Okay? What Lil Wayne say? Weezy F baby. Don't forget the F. Okay? When you say Chrisean, don't forget she hit solid as a rock. Okay? Don't forget that. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Let me look in the comments. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Ronnie is the father of Junior. Allegedly. That's what they be saying. That's what they be saying. I don't know. He do look like him, but then again, Chrisean Jr. looked like Charles Barkley too. Like he looked like a lot of people. Like I mean, honestly, when I look at Chrisean Jr., I see Chrisean. I do. I see he looked like his mama to me. Do he favor Blueface? Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, he looked like Ronnie too. You know, and then he looked like Charles Barkley. So like, I mean, I don't know. We don't know. You know, but we do know it's Chrisean baby. Okay, we know it's Chrisean baby. Okay. Junior looks like oh my. Kayla Rain said, no, I know though, because though some parents are much better grandparents. I love my dad, but he's better now that I'm an adult. But with my daughter, he's amazing. Oh yeah. That is a very common theme. There's horrible parents out here that try to, make up for how horrible of a parent they was with you, and try to just be this awesome grandparent to your babies. But to me, I'm scarred. You a horrible parent to me, okay? No. Because I experienced it. So I ain't gonna even take a chance with my baby. My baby ain't gonna experience what I experienced. No, no. No, no. Uh-uh. No, no. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Karlissa is way worse. At least Chrisean Rock has a village. Um, a village of what though? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Is the Malones that much better than the Porters? You can argue that the Malones is worse than the Porters. I think Chrisean Jr. might be better off with Marsh. Okay, I don't know. The Porters is crazy, and the Malones is crazy. You got to pray for this baby. This baby is exposed to a lot of stuff. Okay. She says, Junior looks nothing like Blue or his family. Compare Ronnie and Blue, and you will see. Look him up. Yeah, I know what Ronnie looked like. Yeah, Ronnie Jr. side by side. Yeah, they look alike. Uh-oh. Yeah, Chrisean is not a victim, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody said. She's not a victim. If anything, she's an enabler. She's an enforcer. She is an aggressor. Okay. And I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all. As much trash as I'm talking about Chrisean, I can do the same thing for Blueface. I can do the same thing for Karlissa. And to a lower extent, even Jaden. Jaden is a clout chaser too. Okay. Jaden is insane too. Okay. So don't think, hey, this is a bash Chrisean channel. Nah, this is bash everybody channel. I don't know these people. All these people was crazy. They putting their business out there. So I'm gonna talk my ish. Okay. That's what we go do. I'm gonna talk my ish. But yeah, hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Get me into this algorithm. We about to get it popping. Okay. I'm going live on X/Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube right now. And it's all under Great T News. I appreciate it. So leading into what we were talking about Chrisean Jr. and Karlissa, I got this video. Shout out to Live Bites. Okay, I got it from Live Bites. Shout out to Live Bites on Instagram, and they're on YouTube too, I believe. Karlissa is online talking about that she believes that Chrisean Jr. has a neurological issue. Okay. Mainly because she believes that Chrisean allegedly was smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. Okay. So we're gonna get into that real quick. Let me look up this video for you guys and check it out.
I said she drank, and because I hear the cry and I see what y'all see, I do feel like there could be some type of neurological problem. I do see that. I'm not blind and I'm not dumb. I'm not fixing to play blind or dumb. I'm prepared. I'm prepared to go get my matching helmet with my baby if he need a helmet. That's not the same as you calling somebody. Okay? That's not, we don't even use that word anymore. Remember, they took the word out. And y'all can play dumb all y'all want to. She knows she drank. We know she drank. We know we could see something going on. His daddy see something going on. We know what come with this. We ain't stupid, and we ain't finna play stupid. And nor will we ever even treat anybody any different if they had a problem or not. Grandparents don't see that. This how the Lord let you come here, then we gonna make you the best of whatever you are. Period. You wouldn't even be having to hide him and hide his face. Give me the baby. I will show his face. I will show him love. I'm still gonna be proud of him no matter how he look. I would never hide one of my kids' face. Something wrong or not. If that's how his face is, that's how his face is. That's the kind of love and confidence that I would already be building in your child right now that you not even knowing you supposed to be doing. We don't hide our face. We don't hide our kids over here. We flex up. What the fuck is you doing? Teaching him that you don't like the way he looked at you. People, whatever people gonna say about how he look, that's where we build his strength so that he can have his own voice about how he look. You hiding it ain't finna make it no better.
You hiding it ain't finna make it no better. I'm sorry. Karlissa voice be killing me, y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. And she be going live, fresh, hot breath. Ain't wiped her booty and nothing. Ain't washed her booty. She ain't brushed her face or washed her teeth, y'all. Karlissa did not brush her face or wash her teeth at all. She just wake up right in the morning and just talk. Okay, but we gonna get past that. Do you guys think that she has a point? Okay, do you guys think she has a point? I think she do. I think she do, because at the end of the day, this is a woman that did have 3 children. This is a woman that is connected to Chrisean, whether she want to be or not, because that's her grandbaby. Okay, so I think she would know something about, hey, kids' milestones, how they develop, if some is a little delayed, if some if some is moving faster. There's kids that's Einstein. There's kids that's walking at 9 months, a year and stuff already, talking. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever the case may be. But she really has concern for baby boy. And I think we all do. Just because of his mama. Okay? Sexy Red isn't putting all her business out there, but I don't care. Her kids, I worry for them too. Having a mama like Sexy Red. Sexy Red is insane. Sexy Red was 9 months pregnant, twerking on stage, talking about F my baby daddy. Okay? I'm like, hey, insane. What's little baby mama name? Jada Waiter? Her son is traumatized. He always online trying to cover his mama up and stuff because she's shaking that BBL. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you worry about kids like that? Because the mama's not worried about them. These kids be hungry in the background and they mom twerking, drinking Hennessy, smoking backwoods, worried about the next dude. You ain't changed diapers. You ain't checked this baby homework. You don't know what's going on. They don't care. But it's weird because they want that benefit of the doubt. They want people to care for them because they're a quote unquote mother. I'm not falling for that. I don't care. I've seen it. There's bad mothers in the world. Just because somebody had a kid don't mean they're just this amazing parent by default. I've seen it. Kids are being neglected, especially with this social media era. Okay? So I don't care what nobody say. Chrisean Rock does show signs of neglect. She's live all the time and that baby be crying in the background. He wants some attention. Tend to your baby, girl. That baby just be screaming. Take care of your baby. Care for that baby. And then when she wants some sympathy, when she's very calculated. Don't get it twisted. Chrisean Rock is slow, but she's smart at the same time. I would even give her smart. She's very manipulative. She knows what she's doing. So when people get on her line and question her, she put Chrisean Jr. in the camera, distract y'all. It's like a hypnotize, because y'all mad at her, y'all questioning her actions. She bring the baby. All of a sudden, you guys hypnotize. Oh, get you distracted. She gets you distracted, and you're like, oh, okay, well, let her slide, y'all. She got the baby. She's trying her hardest. No, she not. I don't even think she's trying her easiest. How's she trying her hardest if she ain't even trying her easiest? Okay, that's just me. When I see Chrisean Rock, I see an unfit mother. Can she grow? Can she get better? Yes. This is her first baby. This is her first time on the job. I get it, but I don't know, man. I've seen teen mothers with more intent than her. That take better care of their babies. These is teen mothers, teen moms. This woman is 23, 24. Come on, y'all. She ain't 15. We gotta treat her as an adult, y'all. Come on, stop letting her slide. Stop letting this woman slide. Okay? Let me get in this comment section. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Hold on. Y'all going crazy in the chat. Hold on. Let me see. We don't put our baby's business out there. Facts. But she put her business out there. So when people ask questions, because she'll tell you something else about the baby, she'll tell you what she want to tell you. But when it's something that's apparent that's going on, that's it's like, hey Chrisean, what about this? What about that? All of a sudden we broke. All of a sudden it's none of our business. Let's go get some money. I'm trying to, baby. I'm a blogger. Let me get mine. I'm trying to get my money. Boo boo, Bookie. Okay, she's speaking facts, but delivery definitely sucks. I've never heard of grandma voice so annoying. Yeah, Karlissa not even a grandma. She's still trying to be out there. The way she be dressing, she told me she got her OnlyFans coming up. I will say this: Karlissa was a baddie back in the day. Yes, I'll admit that. Karlissa was a baddie back in the day. 20 years ago, yeah, she was a baddie for sure. Karlissa be going live from the bed. Yes. As soon as she wake up, she just go live. Breath hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she ain't washed her teeth or brushed her face, y'all. She ain't did none of that. Okay? It says Marsha's scary. She hangs with punk rockers, and I seen a video of her stripping off her clothes in front of people. It's weird. Oh, wow. Oh, Marsh move like that? I didn't know. Also before Chrisean came up, a video shows both of her and Rock. Oh, okay. Yeah, hit that like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Zanetta. Dancing like in a strip club. Oh wow. So Marsh about that action? Hey, is Marsh thick? I gotta look up Marsh again. Marsh might be able to get it, y'all. I think she could have a point, yes. I just also think she should be trying to talk to the family, not the internet, but I don't think her delivery was well served. But Kayla Ray, check this out. How is Karlissa going to get attention and get money and get clicks and views? You know it's for the internet. All this for the internet. This is a reality family. Chrisean, the Porters and the Malones, Love and Hip Hop ain't got nothing on them. Because Love and Hip Hop comes on they have seasons. It's about 30 minutes to an hour weekly. They have seasons and stuff like that. No, the Malones and Porter saga is 24/7. China, Taseki, Chastity, obviously Blueface sister, Blueface other brother, like Karlissa, like they all is year round. This is a year round sport to them. You gonna know everything about them. Like I said, there's literally lives of Chrisean taking a dump on live. So if she's willing, like, come on, it gets how more personal does it get? Okay, if you're willing to take dumps online and people ain't left the chat or nothing, they just loving it. I'm like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I laughed. I was like, oh, it's disgusting. What are you doing? What are you doing? Knowing the things Rock did allegedly, the concern is valid. Okay. It's all ish show. Don't get me wrong, but I think she has sense to say, hey, I need help and don't know what I'm doing with this baby. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. It's called accountability. When I'm wrong, I will correct myself. If I'm wrong, I say sorry. I apologize. It doesn't bother me. It's really a weight off your shoulder. You don't want to feel guilty or anything like that, or you don't want to just keep messing up. I don't want to just keep messing up and having a continuous cycle of being an F up. You know, you got to right your wrongs. So if you need help, which is nothing wrong, hey, you need help. I remember when my older sister, when she had her baby, when she had her newborn, her mom was helping her. She admitted, hey, I need how do I hold? I need help holding the baby. How do I hold the neck up? When to feed. I'm saying all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what grandparents are for. That's what parents are for. They're here to teach, right? Yeah, I think Rock needs to know she's new to motherhood and not everything is hate and should accept the help or get classics, etc. But I just think Karlissa needs to genuinely send her a message. Yeah, but we know they don't get along. Chrisean Rock went live some months ago and said she wished Karlissa was unalived. She don't even care about her. She said she really wished that woman was unalive. I said, wow, it's to that point. But, I think they don't really like each other, but I still think they're cordial behind the scenes. I still think this is all a reality show in front of y'all, but that's just me. I'm a conspiracy theorist. That's great T news. That's just me. This what we get at the circus. Yeah, it's definitely a circus show. It's definitely a circus show. Zanetta said Chrisean don't know how to care for herself, so she ain't got a clue. Yeah, I'll say that because then they say, didn't Karlissa say Chrisean don't be taking showers and she got stains in her panties and all that and her underwear. Ugh, she don't really be washing up like that. I don't know, y'all believe that? I can kind of believe that. Chrisean looked like the type that, because I mean, she be in the studio. I can see her being out all night and she ain't washed her butt. She still got the same clothes the next day, still going like I can see her moving like that. Like I said, Chrisean don't really got a feminine bone in her body. She kind of rocked like she grew up with all brothers. We all grew up with certain women that that were tomboys, had a lot of brothers or, played with boys a lot and stuff like that. So they were just a little rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? She kind of got that vibe to me. That's why it seemed like she can hold her own. She can fight a dude for sure. For sure. You said she has a big ego. Yeah. 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 She definitely has a big ego. She feel like she ain't got to listen to nobody. Tanissa said, I listened to advice when I had my son at 22. People do try to help young mothers, but some don't listen. That's true. That's true. Some people think they know everything. Some people think they know everything. This my baby. You ain't gonna tell me how to parent. I'm like, all right. Hey, we just trying to lend a hand, okay? Because there's obviously people that really care for this woman, you know. So I had some prenatal depression, but didn't have postpartum. I was worried, like, is the sleep gonna get to me, etc. But so glad it didn't, and I know it's hard, but I have to accept that. Yeah, exactly. I'm proud of you. That's good. That's good. That's good that you are in better spirits. You're in better spirits. Is she fit? Wow, I have to agree with you. Yeah. I don't know. I think Karlissa is more fit to take care of Chrisean for now. Chrisean Jr. Yes, I mean at the end of the day, she did have 3 children and she do have multiple grandchildren. So she does have some motherly bone in her body. You know, pride and ego to keep you from getting some help. I agree. I haven't seen much motherly instinct. Yeah, I don't think she cares. I mean, Chrisean do not care. That baby be crying in the background and she be drinking, smoking, talking about, I love Blueface. Y'all broke. Why y'all worried about me? My man is my man. We gonna get married and we gonna have babies. We gonna have baby after baby after baby. All right. What Blueface say? Yeah. All right. My daughter has her baby at 19. She was a preemie. My baby stayed at the hospital every day until my glam baby came home. Man, I'm glad the baby's home now. The baby is safe, healthy. That's all good. All blessings to you and your family. Holly weird, be all demonic. So let's be real. Yeah, ain't no telling what all these people was exposed to. Cause I don't know if y'all know Sukiyana had like a viral video some years back, man, talking about that she sold her soul to the devil and all that stuff. You know what I mean? All these people be exposed to all type of stuff. And we obviously saw the Cat Williams interview, so it's some highly weird stuff going on in the background. And obviously we know what's going on with Diddy and Russell Simmons and all that, right? Yeah, Marsh being a dancer. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Karlissa get off her back to make her bag. Yeah, I mean she got to make her bag. Yeah, y'all know she got to make her bag. She got to make her bag. Yeah, they definitely the new Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop is 24/7 now when it comes to the Malones and the Porters, Chrisean family and Blueface family. You ain't even got to watch nothing else. You can go on social media, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, and just watch their type of content all day. It's 24/7. It's fresh and new content. It's always some drama going on. Some drama. It's always something. Yeah, I can never relate. What y'all talking about? Yeah, it's a huge show. Yeah, I feel like it's a huge show. I feel like it's a huge show, y'all. I feel like it's a huge show. Chrisean acts like Chrissy Snow. Who is Chrissy Snow? Who's Chrissy Snow? Who's Chrissy Snow? A stable family will offer support to a new mom. Yeah, exactly. And do the Malones or the Porters do they seem like they're very stable to you? They all crazy. Like I think Karlissa crazy, but I think I think she's less crazy than Chrisean, right? Hit that like button, subscribe, share this live. This is Grape Tea News. In totality, we got over 30 people in here. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitter, and I'm on YouTube live right now. I appreciate you guys being here. You guys can be anywhere else. You're getting me into the algorithm. I had to erase all my videos. We're starting from the bottom. So everybody that here right now, you are my day ones, and I appreciate you. This is Grape Tea gang, okay, GTG, and we all sippers because we here for all the tea, okay. Kay said, I think my mom, she's a saint and helped so much. She taught me how to be a mom for real. Yeah, that's a good mother. That's a good mother. She says, who is her godparent? Sean Malone, because she looks like him. And who is the brother who is a writer? Her background behind the scenes need to come out. I agree. Social media show is fake. Yeah, I definitely think it's a show. Doing the number 2 on live is just try. Yeah, and having the nerve when you got thousands, because this is before she lost all them followers. She had like a 50, 60,000 in the chat. She had a lot of people on her live, and she had the nerve to not wash her hands or wipe her butt after taking a dump. I said, ugh. Kind of got to judge Blueface to a certain extent, man. You kind of got to judge Blueface to a certain extent, man. For dealing with her. They both nasty. They both nasty, y'all. They both nasty. Okay? So let me look in these comments. What y'all talking about again? Hold on. Trying to keep it up. Word on the street is that Chris Malone is Chrisean's father. Who's Chris Malone? Who's Chris Malone? Y'all putting me on T. Who is Chris Malone? I'm about to look him up right now. Chris Malone. Who's Chris Malone? What do he look like, y'all? Y'all got to send me a link. Who's Chris Malone? Zanetta said, I believe it because Karlissa wasn't the first to say it. Oh, yeah, you talking about with the, you talking about with her panties and all that and just how she just kind of nasty. She don't be taking showers and she got doo-doo stains in her drawers and stuff. Yeah, man. Chrisean kind of looked like that type of chick to be like, I'm sorry. She just, she don't really seem like a panty wearer that much. She seemed like she wear boxer briefs and she, anyways. I don't know, not gonna lie, but the name and the fact that this family just gave you money and let you live with them is sus. Shout out to Chocolate Drop. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna give you a wrench, all my day ones, because we're building this channel. We're starting from the ground up. Everybody that's here right now, you're definitely gonna get a wrench because you're my day ones. And this is GTG gang, great tea gang, okay? And we all sippers, and we all here for all the tea, okay? All the tea. All right, so let me see. Yeah, hit that like button, okay? Subscribe, okay? Share it. We lit. Zanetta said doesn't look like Rock's mom had motherly instinct either. Yeah. Chrisean Rock mom had like drugs issues, right? You see, so like, I do have some sympathy for Chrisean because of what she was exposed to as a child and how she was raised. Because I can relate to that. Not really having a mother or father like that. You was essentially kind of had this foster kid type of um childhood, because your parents, was off doing other things, whether it was drugs, whether it was prison, whether it was they was in the streets, whatever the case may be. There was obvious signs of neglect, you know. And I think that's why she kind of is attached to Blueface and call him daddy and stuff, because I mean, she didn't really have one, right? Um, let me see what y'all talking about. Three's Company is an old TV show. Yeah, I used to love Three's Company. I used to watch that with my grandma back in the day. She used to have me watch TV Land with her and stuff. I used to watch all those old shows. Murder, She Wrote, In the Heat of the Night, Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Da-da-da. Yeah, I used to watch all that. Laverne and Shirley, the Andy Griffith Show. I used to watch all that stuff as a kid. I used to watch all that stuff, y'all. I used to watch all that stuff. Let me see. I think I caught it with the chat. Let me see. Mama G said they went too far with the whole toilet scene. What they think will entertain? Oh yes, I guess that ain't entertaining to me. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Right. Does Blueface know what he dipping in? Blueface nasty. I guess he don't care, cause I mean he gotta know Chrisean hygiene. He gotta be aware of her hygiene, y'all. Um, Tenali said, I caught onto Chrisean from the get-go, from the time I seen her hugging on Blue when she knew he was taken. Yeah, why do people don't put this into perspective? The people that support Chrisean, or I call them unstable creatures, because these are the people that I don't call them the B word. I call them unstable creatures. These are the people that worship Chrisean. They go to the church of Chrisean. They do not worship Jesus. They don't worship the Most High. They worship Chrisean. Okay, she can't do no wrong. Okay, y'all know Chrisean is a side chick, right? Y'all know Chrisean Jr. is a side baby, right? I'm just talking facts. I know Jaden was the main chick, right? Y'all know he was cheating on Jaden with Chrisean, right? People be acting like Chrisean's the main character. That's what's funny to me. It's really Jaden. Oh, but people don't want to talk about that. Oh, okay, let me get out of there. Let me get out of here, y'all. Let me get out of there. I'm speaking logical. My bad. People worshiping the side chick. Okay, let me get out of there. Tanissa said, I'm a tomboy, but I would never just sit around burping and stuff, not ladylike at all. Exactly. There's a difference between, a tomboy and just like just being a dude, I guess. She just nasty, man. You know. You said that's the Godfather who Chris Malone. He's the Godfather. I gotta look him up. I gotta see what y'all talking about. Cause y'all talking about that's Chrisean dad. Chocolate says she honored. Yeah, it's all love. Chris Malone is the godparent. He's a white dude, but same name as a male to female name wise, and all the money he gave him. Huh. Could be. So do y'all think Chrisean's mixed? Y'all think Chrisean? Y'all don't think Chrisean's just black? Y'all think she's Y'all think she's mulatto? You think she's lotto, y'all? Rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. You're A1, my dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, she feels indebted to him because he got her out the mud, so she say. That's very interesting. I might have to do a live on that. I'm gonna do my research, y'all, on this Chris Malone guy. I think I did hear about him, but y'all got me really thinking that's the daddy, y'all. That's crazy. Uh, I'm not a huge fan of undies. Don't know if that's too much TMI. Yeah, I don't be wearing drawers either like that. But anyways, but I also shower always and stuff, and the dress and jeans I have to, but not changing when it's yeah. Okay, y'all crazy. Yes. It's even. Well, I can't read, y'all. I'm slow. I Chrisean been rubbing off on me, y'all. I can't read. She grew up with brothers. Okay, I'll give her I'll give her some space for that. If she grew up with a lot of brothers, that makes sense because I obviously have siblings and cousins and friends like that. That they just grew up with a lot of boys. They just so they're a little more rough around the edges. They like to fight. They'll argue. They're just a little more tough. Keep it real, bro, about these side chicks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, if you a side chick, hey, that's on you. I don't mind. Hey, that's your business. But what I'm saying is that the worshiping, like you would think that Jaden would actually get a lot more sympathy and she'd be the main character because she the one that was cheated on. She the one that, Blueface originally had a baby on, with having Chrisean pregnant. And they've been together since high school. They were high school sweethearts. But it seems like, people forget about her and just, hey, Chrisean, she's the victim. How is Chrisean the victim? How is Chrisean the victim? Jaden is the victim. Blueface and Chrisean are the villains. Jaden trying to build a life with Blueface and he over here, having a baby with Chrisean and having fights and putting all their business out there. And anyways. Yeah, Chrisean is a side 304. Y'all crazy. I don't know for sure if she's mixed, but it could be true, but I don't know the story. Yeah, it's so many conspiracies. We have no idea, y'all. Oh yeah, okay, so Chris Malone is her godfather. Is that what y'all saying? He's not Chrisean Jr.'s godfather. He's Chrisean herself godfather. Okay. Kim L says, "Great. Have you seen the way that she eats? No manners." Oh yeah. Chrisean look like she don't wash her hands, and Chrisean look like she'll pull out a wedgie and just start eating with her hands. You know what I'm saying? Ain't wash her hands or nothing. Just burp, belch, fart. You know what I'm saying? And just start eating. You know what I'm saying? Got your hands all in her refrigerator. What Uncle Elroy say on next Friday? Don't let me catch you with your hand in my sugar bowl in my refrigerator. Okay. Tanissa said, I got 4 brothers and 3 play brothers too, but I know how to act. Exactly. You are a rare breed, obviously, when it comes compared to Chrisean, because Chrisean don't give a F. She don't care. Mama G says, still gross, even though she's a tomboy, she needs help with decision making. At 24, I mean, geez, I mean, how we're gonna be talking about Chrisean at 30, 34, so much she still need to be learn to be ladylike. When people hit a certain age, they kind of are who they are. That's why it's always an amazing story when you see people change their life, as they got older. You know what I'm saying? People change their life in their 40s and 50s and late 30s and stuff like that. Because after a certain age, if you do your research in psychology and stuff like that, you kind of are who you are, kind of set in your ways. That's why it's amazing when people do drop drugs and stuff. You see people that was on hard drugs at an earlier age, and as they got older, they went to rehab and stuff like that, and they're brand new people. Skin brighter, skin clearer. They care about their health. But a lot of people kind of fall in that deep end, and that's who they are. I needed to drink this water. Her rough around the edges isn't normal. I'm just saying. Oh, I never said it was normal. Chrisean Rock is far from normal, y'all. Chrisean Rock is far from normal. If anything, she's abnormal. Okay. Kay said no manners, basically. Like, I don't know. People just don't raise their kids now. And I see it when they are adults. All cute when a baby burps or gets food anywhere, but as adults, like, come on now. Yeah. Yeah. Just disgusting. Tenali said, I seen one time on Baddies, Chris Malone yell at Chrisean to stop it and calm as he almost went on stage. Cameras caught some of it. He was wearing a cap. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. So he was on Baddies. I'm gonna look that up. Chocolate says, I love you, bro. Moz and chat about to start my class. Oh, I love you too. Have a great class. Do your thing, Chocolate Drop. Have a good day. A feral child. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. People should never stop growing and changing. Yeah, yeah. You should definitely always try to grow. Always try to be better, y'all. By 30, she should be potty trained. Get out of here. Get out of there, Zanetta. by 30, Chrisean Rock should be potty trained. That's hilarious, y'all. I genuinely hope she get her ish together, especially for Junior and the 11 more kids that she wants. Yeah, she said she want to just keep popping them out. Babies on babies on babies with Blueface of all people. You got to pray for all them babies, y'all. You got to pay for all them babies, y'all. She can't care for Junior. How the hell she gonna care for 10 more kids? Oh my Lord, y'all. And I love learning, not gonna lie. Like, I know I can always learn and do better. And I love it about life, but some people think they grown. Yeah. Yeah. Some people think they know everything. I'm man enough to say, hey, I'm man enough to tell you I don't know. I could have just lied to y'all and said I know who Chris Malone is. You know, people be lying about the smallest, minute stuff. I'm like, nah, who is that? Let me do my research, y'all. Let me do my research. I don't know who that is. Or I don't know what you guys talking about. Let me do my research. Let me not talk about it so much, you know? Zanetta said, yeah, I hope she meant goats. 11 kids. Yeah, she said 11 kids, y'all. She said 11 kids. I never want to say this about any woman, but she needs birth control or tubes tied, not 11. Yeah, 11 kids is crazy. 11 kids is crazy. Okay? I had this other video of there was another video of Chrisean talking about the robbery. I'm gonna see if I can find it again real quick, y'all. Hold on. See if I can find it. Um Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm uploading it right now. It's just a quicker video, but she talks about what happened with the robbery with Blueface dad. Yeah, it's just a quick little video. Check it out real quick, y'all.
I don't know. I just think it's fucking weird how this shit happened 4 a.m. in the morning. Like 5 a.m. in the morning. I only say 4 a.m. because I remember me just ending my session around 4. And then I go on the couch. I just lay there. At like 5, 6 a.m., I hear the dad like leaving out the front door. But
Yeah, you see? Telling the business. I'm in the studio, leaving around 4 a.m. Okay, that is scary hours, y'all. That is scary hours. Stop telling people where you at that moment. If you posting stuff about where you at, make sure you're not there no more. Okay? Sometimes you got to post stuff you was at days ago. You know, you gotta let people think sometimes. You gotta let people let their mind wander. You know, because people is crazy. Some people be obsessed and they might do something to you. You know, you never know. It's very scary. It's very scary, y'all. Very scary. But I don't want to hold you guys up, man. I'm just up here. I just had to talk about this because I mean the Porters and the Malones is crazy. Like I said, I'm on nobody's side. I'm team neutral. Okay. Blueface is crazy. Chrisean crazy. Karlissa crazy. To a lesser extent, like I said, Jayden crazy. They all crazy. Okay, because they all clout chasers. They all put their business out there and get mad when we got something to say about it. Okay, but we go do our job because I'm a blogger. Okay, we go drop this tea. I don't care. Okay, this is great tea gang, and we the sippers. Okay, we sipping all this tea. We want to know all the drama, all the gossip. Okay, I don't care. But I'm gonna go live again today, y'all. I've been pushing it back, but I gotta do this live. I want all you guys in here. Um, so I'm gonna talk about the 2000s video vixens. Especially, it's a good time to talk about this because obviously what's going on with Russell Simmons, it was going on with Diddy, and you know what a lot of these women were subjected to in the hip hop industry and how demonic and what type of what type of stuff they was subjected to. But I'm not gonna say that they were innocent because there's women like Superhead and all these women out there too that were very opportunistic. you know they know what they were doing. They were selling their bodies allegedly and stuff like that for fame and money. Okay. uh Superhead wrote 2 books. Okay, and had all type of specials and stuff. So everybody know her for a reason. I mean, man, Superhead, she got XXX flicks, y'all. She got adult entertainment flicks. But we gonna talk about that, man. Erica Mena, Melissa Ford. We're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about all of these video vixens, and what they were subjected to in the hip hop industry. Like I said, I appreciate you ladies being here. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this video. This is great T News, and I will be going live tonight. See you later. Bye bye.